This is Miss Chrissy doing the handwriting screener. It's very easy. I'm learning how to write with my left hand. I start with my pencil grasp instruction. Point the lead towards your body. Grab the pencil where the paint meets the wood. There you have your nice tripod grasp. Make sure it's mobile. Move up the pencil towards the eraser and then back towards the tip. Just do it in that hand. Now you're trying to twirl it, trying to twiddle it, which I'm not able to do very well with my left hand yet. And now I'm starting at the top at the smiley face, and I'm going to write my first and last name with my best left-handed writing. When you give this instruction to the students, just tell them to write their first and last name at the top of the page. Tell them to use their best handwriting. Notice how I'm having to really work on making the joints in my left hand move as I'm moving the pencil. Even though I'm an established handwriter, it's very difficult for me actually to get my fingers to work the way I want them to with this left hand. I have the benefit of knowing how letters are formed, but I'm still having a problem with getting my joints to move. Now have the students write the complete date. Just the numbers are fine. Now I'm going to have to erase. Notice how I turn my pencil in my left hand and keep it just in that left hand. That's another finger exercise or pencil exercise you can practice with the students. Now on the next line there is a picture of a turtle. And so I ask the students, what do you see? Turtle. And so then I tell them that's a capital T. The next thing I ask them, what's the next picture? They say owl. So I tell them to write their best capital O. And so we go through all of the pictures. Now some kids of course take longer to write their letters than others, and so I have kids either do an exercise when they're finished. I'll have them raise their hands up and screw the light bulbs in or pretend like they're picking apples, or sometimes I'll have them even doodle on the page. Some kids who take a really long time feel pretty insecure if everybody else is doing an exercise around them and they're the only ones not. So it hides it a little bit if everybody else is doodling. And I just keep my eye out. Now when I'm giving this screener, I'm looking for if they're holding the page with their helper hand. I'm looking to see how they are holding their pencil. For these numbers, I will actually start them on number 2. I'll say count the dots, what number is that, and then I'll let them go again on their own. I used to try and make them wait and have us all write one letter at a time, but there's always one kid in the class who ends up writing everything, so I just make an activity so that they can finish at their speed and then do something beneficial for them. And then the bottom of the screener is lowercase letters. Again, I show them the first picture, I ask them what it is, that's a lowercase e, and then we go through and I make sure they know what each picture is. And again, there are some kids who go ahead and go through and maybe they'll guess which picture it is, maybe they'll guess the wrong letter, and I'll tell them, okay, just cross it out or erase it depending on how much time they have and write the correct letter. Then when we get to the bottom of the page, notice there's a smiley face at the bottom as well. That is where I give them a sentence. And so my direction is look for the smiley face at the bottom of the page. This also teaches them concepts. They're seeing the smiley face at the top of the page. They're seeing the smiley face at the bottom of the page. Now when I give a sentence for younger students, I will say, I can hop. Please write a complete sentence. And that's about all I give them. I want to see if they know how to start a sentence correctly and end a sentence with correct punctuation. If they're older students, I might have a sentence that includes a question. All right, there you go. That's the handwriting screener, quick and easy. So now that it's finished, it's easy to go to the Handwriting Without Tears website, look up handwriting screener. You can plug in the score, and this is something that can be done for every student to measure the success over the year, to the beginning, middle, and end of the year. There you go.